I paid off $91,000 in consumer debt in 3 years. And here are the three mistakes that I made that I wish I would have done differently in the beginning. Mistake number one was not creating my own system. I was watching what everybody else was doing and I was trying to mimic into my own financial situation. That failed miserably. It wasn't until I created my own system based on my personal finances then everything started to change. Mistake number two for me was not creating a sinking fund and savings while also paying debt. What I was doing was sending everything that I had to debt and not creating a cushion for when emergencies popped up and for when upcoming bills were going to become due. So that was delaying me on the debt payment because I had to stop at some point to catch up on the mistakes that I was making. And mistake number three was focusing on the debt payoff method that did not work for me. So in the beginning, I focused on the debt snowball payoff method, which was great because I knocked down a lot of the smaller bills. However, there was one particular debt that was eating my budget alive and it was making it really, really impossible to get ahead, which was my American Express bill. It was a high interest rate, but it was a mid-tier amount that I owed compared to my other ones. Not until I knocked down that debt, then I was able to breathe. So I actually started with the snowball method. I stopped doing that. I focused only on paying American Express off. And then I went back to use the debt snowball method because then everything kind of fell in place. And the extra money that I was sending for American Express that at the beginning didn't feel like I was making a dent at all of a sudden created the traction that I needed to finally pay off my debt. So if you are in your debt payoff journey and you're following somebody else's footsteps and it's not working for you, try creating your own because somebody else's finances is not the same as yours. What works for one person does not work for another. Take what you can from what they're teaching you, but create your own system that works for you and your family.